You know, like it's okay to not know. It's okay to be open, and uncertainty is actually something you should sit in. It's not something you should leave ever, right? Mm-hmm. So I think that's the main point of what we're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, sort of going off of what you're saying of sitting with uncertainty, I think like self-analysis and self-reflection mm-hmm. is something that isn't a part of our culture.
Right.
You know, just thinking about even how we're taught, it's like I'm going to put information in you and then you're just going to memorize it and regurgitate it, right?
Yes.
I'm very good at that. I got A's in school for doing that. I did not learn how to be a critical thinker until after I got out of the school system, right? And that's really sad. You know, and I've, you know, read some other things, you know, between, you know, school and now where I'm like, wow, like what would it have been like if we all were taught to be critical thinkers?
Right.
And a part of that is self-analysis and self-reflection, right? As an ethic, as something that we all believe in, because it makes us continue to learn and continue to grow and also to really humble ourselves, right? You know, the thing that I do for my job is I'm a somatic practitioner, and that's one of the things we do is as politicized healers, we have to continually assess what we think our politics are, how we see the world, and then we always have to be learning, and we always have to be open to understanding that there's at least 12 other perspectives to what we think is the reality, right? Mm-hmm. And we also have to literally not only tolerate, but be able to develop the skill of accepting assessments, whether they're positive or negative, and use that to actually do better work, right? And we also have to be real about, am I the best person for this position, right? Mm-hmm. So if you actually don't know squat about Indigenous history to teach to grade schools, right? Like either learn it or develop a curriculum where that can be instituted. There's so many people who know so much about that. Bring them in, right, as guest speakers or guest lecturers. And really, I think it's a process of being able to emotionally be able to work through your own shame and guilt for being called out as someone who's helping perpetuate a system, but also someone who's able to be humble enough to be like, I am a teacher, but it also means that I can call on help to help me deliver this curriculum.